What's up, everybody? It's been a minute. So today I'm gonna wrap up the suspension on the black Civic, so let's get started. So this is a Vessel screwdriver. It is a Japanese brand. You can see they're made in Japan. You might think this is just a normal Phillips screwdriver, but it's a GIS screwdriver. So in case you didn't know, JIS stands for Japanese Industrial Standard. So by the naked eye, this might look like a Phillips screwdriver, but it's not. It's a JIS, so it's a JDM screwdriver. Literally, it's made in Japan. If you zoom in enough, there's diagrams online. You can see that the grooves and the angles of the tip are different enough to the point where if I install a screwdriver onto the screws on the rotor, it'll fit snug perfectly. But one of these screwdrivers, like the Milwaukee ones, you might notice some play. And you could probably get it off, but you might notice some damage. So the tips on these JIS screwdrivers, they are sharper. I think it feels like they're sharper. And then the normal Phillips head screwdriver, it's a little bit chubbier, if anything. But yeah, this is a JIS. So this is actually the perfect screwdriver that you need to take off the screws off of the rotor from your Civic. This thing is impact too, so in case I can't get it off by hand, I can start using a hammer to get this thing off. Here's the OG rotor and the screws, and then look. Boom. Like almost no play. I mean, I can almost twist the whole rotor. That's how good it's grabbing it. Yeah, we might have to use the hammer. Oh no, look, that one came off. Ooh. I should have tried this one first. Perfect. Not strip, nothing. This one, probably gonna have to use the hammer. All right. Let's see. Like a dream. Look at that. This one that I was smacking, literally undamaged. JIS. Pretty sure if I'd used another one, it would have probably gotten stripped. It doesn't feel right. I feel like I should be struggling more. But no, that's what happens when you get the right tools. So now that those screws are off, it's just about taking these lug nuts off. This last one here. Voila. Nice. You see, what did I tell you guys? Look, you guys might be like, what the hell is this fool talking about? So remember when I was trying to take the lower ball joint off, and I was like, yeah, I'm like, this the brake dust shield is in the way. I'm like, I don't see any screws on the back. I'm pretty sure I had mentioned that I think there were screws inside here that was holding it onto the rest of the knuckle, so they were here. But since I didn't take the rotor off, that's why, you know. I mean, there's just 2 damn screws, but you know, whatever, it's all good. I didn't damage it too bad. This thing spins nicely. Pretty sure this is for this, but I don't see any problem using it for this. Some of that crap off. All right, let's see. But that's how they sit now. Fresh. Beautiful. Every angle. So yeah, once I tighten this, you know, these lug nuts, once the wheel's on and everything, this thing should sit flush and I shouldn't have any clearance issues. Right now, not all the lug nuts are tightened all the way down, so that's why it's like kind of flopping in and out. But once it's tightened all the way, it should be good. So this is the caliper here, right, with the old brake pads. This goes like that on there, with the bolts here, bolts here. But I do have new brake pads. Duralast ceramic brake pads. This is the lowest trim, in case you guys are, you know, curious. Also, the rotors are Duralast as well. AutoZone, you know, it'll suffice for now. It's not like your boy's pushing crazy power. But yes, for now, I should do. So these are the brake pads. So this one would be, let me see. It'd be this one right here. Let me just take it out. I can take out both of them for that matter. Old, new, match up, thick. Boy. So this would go here, and then this one likewise would go here. But before I install them, you do want to use some of this brake lubricant. It's going to be for the shims. So any part of the metal part, which would be, I'd say right here, maybe a little bit right here on the back, you know, you just want to apply just a little bit, so when it makes contact with other metal pieces on the brake system, it doesn't squeal and squeak. So you just want to apply just a little bit, you know, that way it's all lubricated. All right, so I applied some brake grease literally on the mounting tabs right here. So it actually fell out. So I put it right there, right on the mounting tabs, put on the back plate. You don't need to put this much, I mean, up to you, but I would definitely put some right here on the mounting tabs. On the back plate here, you don't have to, but you know, I just decided to put a little bit there, you know, anywhere where it's metal, so that should be fine. Now I'm just gonna do the other side as well. All right, now I'm gonna just hand tie the the bolts onto the caliper right now real quick. Now that it's on there nicely, you can just tighten it. With that being tightened, spins nice and freely. That noise is just a friction between the rotors and the brake pads. Clearance is perfect. Now to put the brake caliper on here, but I doubt the caliper will fit on the outsides of these new brake pads, so we might have to compress it. Let me grab some pliers real quick. Got the C-clamp right here. That's how far it'll go. Just need to compress that piston all the way down. I'm gonna grab one of your old brake pads. So literally just gonna put the brake pad on top of the piston. You're gonna put the C-clamp around, and then you're just gonna go ahead and tighten it down, and it's gonna push the piston all the way down. And before you start, make sure you go ahead and open your master brake cylinder, because you might have some liquid that's gonna come back up. This thing is dirty. See where the level's at? Am I anticipated going up? Just pushing it all the way down. Check it out, and then check it out. It's bottomed out. What did I say? The level went back up. So now I can take off these little bolts here. I would usually lubricate these guide pins, but they're pretty lubricated already, so no need for that. And now literally should just fit right in. Ooh, perfect. This is a 12 right here. Bottom. And there we go. Tightened. This one's tightened as well, the big one, and then the one on the bottom as well. So, and then the rotor and everything's good. Eventually I don't want to replace this with another OEM one, or just put paint thinner, because I really hate how this thing is painted red. But I mean, at that point, if I'm gonna do that much effort to try to get this red off, you know, might as well just change the whole setup to, you know, 4-piston you know, caliper Woolwood one. That's possibly what I would go with, and then also the rotor as well. But just to get the car back on its feet, you know, using the same one still, and then just replacing the rotors and the brake pads with some Duralast ones from AutoZone. So you guys might be wondering, hey, this guy didn't bleed the brakes. You're right, I didn't bleed them. For one, I don't have brake fluid, you know, lazy to go get some, and for two, I didn't open the line or the bleeder valve. So as long as you don't open the bleeder valve or, you know, any of the brake lines, you should be fine. So all the fluid that you should have in your car, you know, it should have stayed in your car. As you guys saw on the master cylinder, the brake master cylinder, the fluid came back up. So assuming that you don't have any air prior to you changing the brake pads, you should be fine. Now that's my take. Usually I would, you know, bleed the brakes, but right now I'm just trying to, you know, get this done with. It's hot out here, so, you know, I'm not gonna bleed them. I'll probably bleed them, you know, sometime later in the next month or so, because the liquid is dirty. But I would highly recommend for you to bleed your brakes. You know, it is a safety concern. You know, if it's a safety concern to you, then I would do it. It should be a safety precaution. I don't want you guys to come back saying, hey, BWCP, you know, said that you guys we don't have to bleed the brakes and stuff. No, I never said that. I said that I'm not doing it, but I'm advising you guys to do it. So, but yeah, you should be good. I should be good. So yeah. But other than that, guys, I'm done for today's video. Just wanted to show you guys me changing the brake pads and the rotors on the single cam Civic. I do need a battery still, so the car won't even turn on. Trust me, I tried already like a month ago or so. So next time I'll go get the battery, and then I'll put the wheels on, and then boom, the car should start, and I should be able to go around the block, and I should be hitting boost again. But yeah, guys, other than that, guys, take care, enjoy the weekend. I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, peace out.